I would love to fight Cecilia Braekhus at 154. She's the only other undisputed champion. I think that would be a pay-per-view fight for women's boxing. And I'm willing to sacrifice a bit more to go down to 154. It's a push, I'm not gonna lie. Because I'm naturally a 168 pounder. But I came down to 160 and I do that comfortably. And with my nutrition team, they told me I could make 154. So I believe that I could do it. And I'm willing to face Cecilia Braekhus. You know, she's another big champion. 38-0, 9 knockouts, undefeated, undisputed. And I believe that me and her fight will be the best women's fight ever.
Claressa, Jimmy Ajax from Boxing Action Magazine, congratulations.
Thank you.
You said you were going to dominate every round, and you did.
Thank you.
I was press row, and everyone was saying your performance was unbelievable. Many of them were saying you're probably #1 pound for pound right now.
See, here's the thing. You know, let's talk about women's boxing. I watch and I cover all of the fights. It's not just a once in a while type of thing, a once in a month. You know, I'm putting real effort into this shit. Here is my view. I think at 154 pounds, Claressa Shields beats Cecilia Braekhus. But can she make it to 154 pounds comfortably and healthy? So from 147 all the way up, she's pound for pound. She is the best. However, she's got some Savannah Marshall problems from the amateurs. I think that that's a fight that they can build up like they did Christina Hammer. 2 years may be a little too long. But obviously, she's building up her profile. I'm going to make sure when her next fight is announced that I'm on it. And her team needs to make sure that her next fight is getting publicity and it's covered somewhere. I mean, it's broadcast to people over here in the States so they can start knowing who she is. The Zone, ESPN, somebody pick her up. She's based in the UK. Eddie, go get her. This fight right here, Raquel Miller, she's still building up her profile. But how long, will she take the fight now? I'm interested to hear what she has to say. And we're just talking about like top names of fights that can possibly be made at 160 pounds where Claressa Shields is undisputed champion. And if you want some eye candy, this fight is sell just basically off her looks. I'm not even going to lie to you. And also, she's been making her rounds at 168, now 160 pounds. Remember, just a couple of fights ago, she lost to Fashawn Cruz-Dezern, who debuted along with the debut fighting each other against Claressa Shields. I forgot what card that was. It was a Rock Nation card, wasn't it? Wasn't it Ward Kovalev 1? Remember. Meaning Cruz-Dezern. Also, shout out to these ratings. Peaked at 369,000. It's, let's see. Average viewership, 339. What do they compare it to Wilder? Because I know a lot of fans were talking about that before the fight, that her fan, not Wilder, Joshua, her fights get more views than Joshua. Peak audience of 410. So basically, I wonder what's the reason. The Hannah Gabriel's fight averaged and peaked more than this fight. But still, these are great ratings for women's boxing, by the way. But this fight did around about the Parker fight on Showtime. Either way, her profile is rising, but they got to keep it consistent. She can't keep jumping from network to network. I heard some things, that I hope are not true, but it's from very, very credible sources, that when she fought Hannah Rankin over on the Zone, that was over on the Zone, right? That, she's got some issues over there. Like conduct and shit like that. And I hope it's not true. But like I say, it's coming from credible sources. Got to get her shit together if it is true. But, right now, she has to understand, she's the undisputed fucking champion. So she's on a whole different motherfucking pedestal. Like, she can't be walking around looking like any type of way anymore. Like, go ahead, be yourself. And I want her. People don't like it, but I want her to be outspoken. Go ahead, but it's like, you got to clean a lot of shit up now. You was a champion before, but now. And she got to think about how, like, the little girls that are coming up, you know, women's boxing right now, they are the pioneers for the future, this rebirth of women's boxing, where 1, 2, 3, you know, Olympic classes from now, they're going to be headlining their own cards and well, not pay-per-views. Pay-per-views going to be dead, but they're going to be making major money. Shields, by the time it really gets to that point, she's going to be such a veteran in her career in the 30s, late 30s, early 40s. But now is when, you know, her and fighters like Katie Taylor got to be number one, because in my opinion, and it's crazy because a lot of people argue with me, or they try to. And it's usually what I'm going to say. I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. I'm not saying it in like a, you know, I'm saying that I watch women's boxing. Not just watch, I research on the fighters that these women are fighting. And they can, you know, people say that, you know, she's for better competition than Katie Taylor. Right now with that Christina Hammer, you know, Katie Taylor's about to fight Delphine Pursoon. And then she's contracted to fight Amanda Serrano on the zone. Just like Amanda Serrano and Heather Hardy have to fight. Amanda Serrano's about to get real busy real soon. So I'm sorry, the disrespect towards Katie Taylor, people try to bring race into it and all that. Like, leave that shit out of there. Like, you know, she is pound for pound listen, no disrespect to Cecilia Braekhus. She is good. I know this is, you know, I'm going to have a whole lot of explaining to do when I do an official Shields versus, or Braekhus versus Hammer video. You know, but, you know, boxing skills wise, from what we seen on Saturday night, you know, against Hammer, you know, her composure, I'm sorry. She's got more tricks on her back. She's got more tools. And rehydration, how are they going to handle that? Cecilia Braekhus, if she's smart, she put a rehydration clause up in there. But also, Claressa Shields has got to get to 154 first, and then she's got to get to 154 without missing weigh-ins. Not the 30-day, not the 14, not the 7-day. Like, she has the mouthpiece. She has the skills. Now, she, you know, she just got to, like the ratchetness is cool. I like it to sell the fights, you know. I don't like, you know, like, we want them to talk. That shit sells over here. But also, she's got to have, like, that ladylikeness about her, too. But that mixture, you know. And somebody pointed it out to me. Like, I don't, like, I've heard of Mark Taffet. You know, I did a little bit of research on him. I got to do a little bit more. But, you know, who else is advising Claressa Shields? You know, like, you know, like, I don't think it's certain shit he can relate to, like, where's she from? To tell her, like, yo, you can, you know. And I'm sorry, to me, the blue hair's got to go. That's just me being a thought. I'm sorry, I'm just being a thought. All right. Anyway. So yeah, there are the names. I think that Cecilia Braekhus should test the waters at 154 first. You know, fight like a Hannah Gabriels. Boom. And then Christina Hammond, and then Claressa Shields. If she's really serious, if none of those women I just named want to fight her next, Cornejo, Miller, Marshall, then maybe she should start cutting down and fighting maybe at a catch weight of like 158, 157 and start working from there. And then, and that way they'll show that she's serious, you know. And I think she can do it. You know, a little too much booty in the pants. Got to have them to slice a little bit of that off. Give it to the needy. Don't be greedy. You know, damn. Don't sue me, Claressa Shields. Don't sue me for misconduct. In this generation, you can't say shit. You can't be politically nothing. Correct nothing. Anyway, I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. I got to get a fucking new chair. Oh, I took the lumbar support off. That's why. What the fuck? 5:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, April 18th, 2019. It's going to be interesting to see when Claressa Shields comes back. I say right now we're in April. She should be back probably like, July. I think she should get back in July, no later than August. And then close her out into the year, December. But who? I say safe shot. I say go after Cornejo or Raquel Miller. And then they can build up Savannah Marshall more. Any other names in the 160-pound division that I should be looking at? In the 160-pound women's division I should be looking at. And also put some names down for 154 I should be looking at. Because what I'm doing is, for example, I got 126 down. I got 130 down. I got 135 down. I got 140 down. I got 147 down. 154, I'm kind of, and then 160. I know everybody in 160 and 168, which is very, very thin, and it thins out from there. So I'm trying to work my way all the way down, to, it's going to be rough to where's the golden boy chick? Esparza? Where's she at? She's at like one of the low weights, like 108, 112, or 118, something like that. But we'll see. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. Oh, and also she posted on her social media that she can be fighting in 3-minute rounds. So I wonder if that's true. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live with FightView360.com. Shout out to my homie and a colleague, Donnell Haynes from Boston, who went all the way to Atlantic City for this fight, and he was a whole bunch of other places during the week. But we got more content coming up from this that I got to get out today. It's been really, really busy. Please subscribe and link to my social media right there below in the description box. This is TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live.